that record, which I didn't know existed. 43 consecutive games of 100 rushing yards or more. It means something to them. So let's play we in or we out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say the statement. You guys tell me if you are in with it. It means you agree, or you're out, you disagree. So the statement is this. The Ravens did nothing wrong by running that final play. Mike Robinson, we'll start with you. We in or we out?
I'm in. I guess that means I agree that they did nothing wrong, right? That's what that means.
I think.
Yeah, this is football. Okay, the goal of the defense is to stop the offense from pushing, from moving the football. If it's time on the clock, I could do whatever the hell I want to when I have the football. And I don't get this player safety thing. We're playing a contact sport. We're playing football. It's not like they did a bunch of crackbacks or a certain screen that, created some illegal blocks. They just ran a quarterback sweep. If your defensive end sets the edge, you actually lose yards on this play. But that's not what happened. It seemed like the Broncos conceded that they've lost the game, which they did. Like Coach Harbaugh said, there's no way you could score a touchdown and get 16 points. So the game was over. And who cares if that record means something to the Baltimore Ravens? That's their business. And honestly, in a league full of throwing the football and passing yards and all these quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes breaking all these yards, I think it's actually cool to have an organization that rushed 400 yards on 43 consecutive games. So I have no qualms about it, and I love Coach Harbaugh's answer. He stuck it right back to Coach Fangio.
I have nothing to add. You just were so thorough in all of your points, so I'll just say the same thing. It's not high school. It's the NFL. If you don't like it, stop it, especially, and I love Coach Fangio, and this record means nothing to me as a fan. It means nothing to him, probably, but John Harbaugh has a job there for a reason. He's been there for so long for a reason. He knows how to motivate his guys, encourage them, get the best out of them. I didn't care about their preseason thing that much either, but they did, and that's all that matters. Stop them.
Got KB.
I'm out.
Okay.
There's something called etiquette in all sports, and that it's not all encompassing, but it is just a way you conduct yourself. If the Ravens really are motivated by this, and this is part of their identity, fine. I'm not that pissed about it. John Harbaugh is a made guy. He can do what he wants. He's not some young hot shot like Greg Schiano doing crazy stuff. You know what I really don't like? Like, they didn't get the record. Like, this, I don't like ticky-tack nonsense to get marks.
Integrity of the record.
Well, yeah, like, they didn't get it. And they ran some BS at the end when the Broncos were half committed. Like, all right, years ago, there was a guy on the Cleveland Cavs named Ricky Davis.
Triple-double.
And he was one rebound short of a triple-double against the Jazz. They're up 25 points. They inbound the ball to this dude. He dribbles to his own basket, throws it off the basket, and gets the rebound. Jerry Stone's going, what? I didn't even like, at the end of last year, remember when Brady was throwing all these shovel passes to Antonio Brown to get him incentives?
Why do you like that?
Well, he got him the money, but it's not real football. Like, it's nonsense. It's ticky-tack. It's like a player who's batting 300 and they remove him in the final at-bat of the season so he can bat 300. That's not the sport. So I think the Broncos stopped them from this. I don't think the record continues. The record that none of us have heard about, none of us care about, and I think it was kind of corny what they did, basically.
So taking a knee is part of football?
I think it's part of the etiquette. I do. And listen, Mike.
It's done 99% of the
not
time.
Running the football. I get it. People do it. But that don't. But
so do you think that everyone who takes a knee is they're playing it soft or coming up short? And
no, it's just however they want to end the game, which is cool. I'm fine with however a team wants to end the game. But you can't just be okay with taking a knee and not okay with running just a regular play.
Let me push it back.
They didn't do a flea flicker or anything. If
you're
they didn't try to score a point.
I would actually like that.
If you're on defense and you're expecting the knee, and all of a sudden they're running this sweep play and a guy takes your legs out, is that not a player safety thing?
No. It's between the white lines.
Right.
As long as there's time and downs, you better be ready.
And Vic Fangio said twice he was expecting it. So if he's expecting it, and you're worried about player safety, put in the second team.
Put in the second team, or how about just tell your guys, hey, this is a real play.
Right.
We got 3 seconds left.
They weren't expecting a knee. They were lined up to play. They weren't saying the player safety thing is just as fewer snaps as possible as we can put out there. Second team, third team, doesn't matter. Like, football is hard, it's violent. If we can take some of these snaps out and not change the outcome, maybe we should.
Harbaugh's, obviously, his sledgehammer line is that, hey, you were throwing the ball with 10 seconds left at 16. If you wanted to, you could take in the knees. It goes both ways. All right, next topic. All right, let's stay in the AFC North. Because those same Broncos, Vic Fangio, face the Steelers in Week 5, and the Steelers are in trouble right now. They're in sole possession of last place in the AFC North after the first 4 games of the season for the first time since 2013. Here is the comment, and this might shake the table.
Go for it. What do you got, Peter?
Pittsburgh should consider starting a different quarterback.
Oh, God.
Other than Ben Roethlisberger in Week 5 against the Broncos. Kyle, we started with Mike last time. We'll start with you. Are we in or are we out?
I hear you. I get it. I don't think it's a crazy question. I can't bench the old warhorse yet. It's just too much equity. He's proven it over too many years. This is a home game. They're playing against Denver. If it's any other guy, I'm like, look, Ben, you don't have it. Maybe even go to him. Do you want to play? Are you in? Because I know you're hurt out there, and it doesn't look like your head's in it. You want to take a couple weeks off, and we're going to go with Mason or Dwayne. But I can't just do it on principle like he's any other player. He has spent the last 20 years extending plays, extending his career. I get the question. I'm not there yet.
It's so true, but then it's that 1-3 record that really starts barking at you. It's desperation mode. They need to do and make the move that's going to honestly give them the best chance to win. He's not just performing poorly, he's dealing with an injury. We don't know how much that pec is affecting him. If the Broncos can bench Peyton Manning for Brock Osweiler, because they are in win now mode, you have to consider all of your options to get out of the bottom of a very stout division. I'm saying absolutely be open to it, especially because of the injury to their quarterback.
Yeah, I still think Ben Roethlisberger gives this team the best chance to win, at least right now. I'm scared of possibly the message it sends to the locker room if Mike Tomlin does that, because Ben Roethlisberger is so, you know, loved around that locker room. But this is, and I'm just stay with me, guys. Yeah. This is the reason why Green Bay drafted Jordan Love.
Interesting.
Okay? They didn't want to be stuck if Aaron Rodgers didn't win an MVP, if he was, you know, not playing well, stuck without a quarterback. That's exactly what the Pittsburgh Steelers are in right now. You can say you like Mason Rudolph, you can say Dwayne Haskins is a player, but he's just not there yet. At the end of the day, Ben Roethlisberger has played 2 years too long. I don't care if he turns the season around after next week or whatever. He's played 2 years too long, and the Pittsburgh Steelers don't have an answer at quarterback. So, yeah, they can go with another guy. They're going to lose, okay? And if you put another guy out there, again, Mike Tomlin, what are you saying to that locker room? What are you saying to T.J. Watt, who is risking, he's going through injuries, he's going out there and still getting sacked, still putting his body out on the line. You're saying the season is over. You can't do that. Ben Roethlisberger has to be the quarterback as long as he can walk out there and play. Now, is he old? Yeah. Is he should be retired? Yeah. But he's not, okay? So put his butt out there as long as you're paying.
Do you think they should think about it, though? They should
consider at some point.
Think about it.
At some point, if you want to see the
Evaluate
season, if they lose again, if they're 1-4 and then they're 1-5, like, let's see what we got in Haskins and Rudolph. I know what you're saying here. But to your point, the Jordan Love, the Giants drafting Daniel Jones when Eli Manning was still the starter. Like, you have a succession plan in place. It's no surprise that Ben Roethlisberger is 38 years old. This didn't spring up on them. And maybe they look at Haskins as that eventual succession plan. But those players and those teammates and those coaches would know if Haskins was lighting it up in practice. Exactly. And based on what we're hearing, there's no real fire from within to, hey, we got to see Haskins. It seems like it's Ben's job.
Scott Pioli on the show, James Bradbury on the show. Speaking of fire from within, this guy is going to change because he's got angry.
Oh, yeah. Time?
King Henry was named our winner in week 3. Who will Kyle crown this week? Well, it's not Kyle. What do you call us? The League of Shadows?
The Angry Table.
The Angry Table.
But also the League of Shadows.
Sure.
We have a tough choice today, guys. Get ready. We got 2 gems.
All of my money is blue. Riddle me this. I'm supposed to go get the money and keep doing favors and get off.
I'm a professional athlete. You know, I've fought through depression before. I fight through anxiety. And the reality is that everyone goes through this every day. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel depressed. These are emotions that we all go through, and we need to embrace these emotions and have ways and methods to work through them.
When you get a chip in your windshield, trust Safelite. This couple was headed to the farmer's market. When they got a chip, they drove to Safelite for a same-day repair. And with